Are you thinking about spending $150 a month on the Trade with Maya bot? Well, before you risk your own capital, you need to see the actual retail execution. Here you will find no affiliate links, no marketing hype, just my independent real money broker logs and the raw friction data. So let's jump right into the sheet and look at what this week's results are. All right, so going forward, we've decided based on our observations, what we're going to do is focus on the closed trades. So we were concerned about not getting filled on some limit orders. And we figured, well, that's going to cause some issues because Maya's getting filled and we're not getting filled. But as it turns out, it appears that when we don't get filled, Maya will still try to get us in on positions up to the point where we fill the what our subscription allows for and what we have put our settings to. So right now our settings are at where the total number of positions would be around $5,000 on a $30,000 account. And even though we missed some trades, it looks like right now we're sitting at about 4750. So for now, rather than trying to track which ones we missed and what cause of issues that might be, we're just going to go trade close to trade close. We're going to see all the trades that we get, that Maya also gets, what's the difference, and let's see how we do that way. And we'll do that until, or if we figure out that we're not actually getting a full boat. But right now it appears that we are, so we're going to go down that path for now. Good news this week. So we are not continuing to increase the drawdown. So we actually recouped coming out of the drawdown a bit, if you will. So right now we're sitting at around a negative 5% on the account, whereas we had gotten all the way up to 6.5%. So that's good news. And so since we're only doing trade close to trade close, if you don't count any of the other trades, then we're just going, the same trades that Maya has and we have compared together. You'll see that on the Maya's net right here, they're at negative 3,058. And we're at negative about at 2,300. Now, the reason for that being is that Maya is reporting some closed out trades where they had a significantly larger loss. And we've kind of discussed this in the past videos. And so we're starting to track that now. So we have a metric down here where we're tracking exactly the trades where Maya had a significant loss and we did not. And so that's a positive $772 for us. So if you factor that back in to here, and that puts us, and we take that out, or we add this back into Maya's, we add the 700 back into there, that puts us really close. And it is more of just a slippage based on we get maybe a little better price or a little worse price. So we're tracking very close to what Maya's doing based on our theory that some of these losses probably couldn't have actually happened and that there's some kind of issue with their tracking of the trades. So, and we've put a request in them to say, hey, is this really accurate? So, and we also put a request in there to say, we have those issues with the rejected orders. They started putting out the limit orders to get out for a profit. And then they sent out the order to close out the position and it didn't close out. And it got a rejected order, and we immediately get an email saying, hey, you need to not be putting out manual orders, which we didn't. And we keep telling them that we didn't do that, and your bot's doing it, and we're not getting a very good response back to say, oh, they understand. It's like we are speaking to a robot that says, you must have mucked it up. So anyway, hopefully, eventually that'll get sorted out. But because of that, we started also tracking where Maya has closed something out and we did not. So we were going to try to just let the bot run and see if it would sort itself out, but it's obvious that it's not going to sort itself out. So with this closed trade mismatch, we're going to be tracking that. And we are just going to go ahead and close them out so that we can be in sync with Maya. And hopefully over time, they will understand that we're not mucking with anything, or we haven't mucked with anything as far as those open orders. But this all appears to be stemming from the fact that they started this new process where they put out working orders for the target, and somehow it's not working itself out when it needs to go ahead and either replace that one or pull it and then put in the stop. So that's where we are with that. So right now we currently have two positions that Maya has closed out that we have not. So we'll take a look at those in a minute on our account, and we're going to probably close those out on Monday just so we can get back in sync. And then we'll see if Maya adds more positions since we freed up capital, and we're going to start seeing how well it keeps up with keeping a full boat of enough positions to use up the capital that we've allocated. And it appears right now that that is the case. So I guess right now what we'll do is we're going to switch over and take a quick look at our account and see what's going on there. We still only have one profitable trade that's been closed out. All the others have been losses, but we do have a lot more positions open. So let's go take a look at that. All right, so here's our live account. And as you can see, this is our Maya account where we're only trading what Maya sends us through the peak bot. And you can see that in our live account, we're sitting right at 28,505.70. And we started out with 30,000, so we're down about $1,500. And that puts us back to where we've kind of pulled out of the largest drawdown. So now we're sitting right at around 5%. So, and as you can see, Maya's starting to send out quite a few more orders. For a while there, it kind of shut itself down, closed out orders, positions, didn't even open any new orders or new positions. And now we've got pretty much a full boat as best we can tell. We're going to do a calculation on that sometime this week just to see exactly where we are with that. But our subscription says we should get up to $5,000 in used capital. And it appears that's close to what we're doing. So as we talked about earlier, we were concerned we weren't getting filled because of the limit orders were not getting filled and we were missing trades. But it does appear Maya is still going to try to fill us up with positions that it likes, even though we may not get filled with some of the positions. And for the most part, it appears the indexes are the ones that are struggling the most. So the SPY and QQQ seem to have a hard time getting filled. All the others seem to get filled pretty easily. We did notice that the Visa took almost all day, which is another question we have for the folks at Maya and PeakBot. We were told that a position would be out there for a short period of time and then it would get pulled. And we're seeing positions that sit out there pretty much all day long, and then they close out with a when the trade is the duration set to day. So at the end of the day, it gets closed out. So the two trades that did not get closed out are the JPM, and we're going to take a look at that and probably go ahead and close it out so we can stay in sync with as best we can with what Maya's doing. Fortunately for us, in our account, Maya took a loss on that, like at least a 50% loss. We're sitting at 15%, so we'll close that one out. And then the RTX, we're actually positive since we didn't get closed out by the bot. So when we close that out, we'll show net positive for both of those trades. So that's where we are this week. There's a picture of the live account so that you can see what we're doing and how this is going. Come back next week and hopefully we'll see that we're closer to getting out of the drawdown, and maybe we'll have a few more closed out trades that are actually profitable trades. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching. If you're interested in learning more, have any questions for us? Please visit our website at KeystoneStrategyTrading.com.